Back from lunch break, I was just preparing to join Korochi's world, and I left myself logged in right where I left before. And then I turned to the side, and I see, is that a man's head sticking up out of the ground? Why, why is this man buried on the beach? Uh, I'm in the correct mode, but I can't talk to him. Maybe I need to kill these things first.
Yeah, probably.
Can I talk to him now? Okay, yeah. This dude is just buried in the beach. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You're my saviors. I, Henry, will never forget your kindness.
Let's focus on a more important matter. Paimon's curious how you ended up here.
Those crabs must have been attracted by the aroma of roast chicken.
Paimon is attracted here by that too.
No, that's different. Those crabs were probably choosing between me and the roast chicken as the starter. Just the thought that they might have chosen the fresh starter gives me chills. I'm more curious about why you're buried in the ground.
Yeah, do you need help?
Naturally. No. Do not help me out.
Okay. We heard you loud and clear. Let's go then.
No, wait, please.
What's up?
Here's the thing. Please listen to me carefully. This is a brand new beauty fad.
You don't need to shout. Paimon's ears hurt.
Worry not, I'm a perfectly sane person. I'm adopting a beauty practice that is scientific and healthy, which is why I buried myself in the moist sand with my own hands. Please leave. Do not block my sunlight.
Let's go?
Since you're curious, then you leave me with no choice but to explain the magic of this skincare treatment. The clam worms in the sand can clear the...
So loud, Nine. What is up with this person? Paimon can't understand his words at all.
This is really weird.
Is that so? What do you think?
Let's check the vicinity first. Are you leaving?
Yeah, we'll look around and come back later.
Okay, off you go. Well, this is certainly something. Okay, so there's a roast chicken. There's a shovel. Yeah, no, like, this was just too weird for me not to investigate.
Quit following me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very
Some
strange.
kind of broken machine. Oh, hey. Who are these guys?
Hello? Hey, don't leave Paimon in this awkward silence.
Hello. What a beautiful day. About the person over there. What person? I don't know what person you're talking about. We're just taking a walk. Yeah, that's right. We're just taking a walk. A walk taken by us. Two totally ordinary people. What a beautiful day, and what a wonderful thing walking is, don't you think? Taking a walk is totally normal. I'm sure
These
you
guys seem
understand.
legit.
Yeah, right. Who did this guy piss off? Mafia?
What are you guys even talking about? Did you hear someone calling for help? A man is buried in the ground over there and almost got eaten by crabs.
What? Something like that happened where we take walks? On such a beautiful day? If he gets eaten by the crabs, that'd be really funny. I mean, a real pity. Shame, we won't let this happen. I mean, we can't let this happen. If we run into something like this during our walk, we will not be bystanders. I mean, if. What are you guys doing here? Taking a walk. Like we said, taking a walk.
You really didn't notice anything weird?
No, nope, none at all. Yeah, none at all. Except for the two of you are interrupting our walk. Taking walks is very personal. We do not like to be interrupted. We suggest that you find a good place for walks. The Fountain of Lucine, for instance, is a pretty good place. This is where we take walks. I mean, where we feel the nature. That's why we don't want to be interrupted. Goodbye. Okay. Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Quit following me.
So...
Well, you heard them.
Henry! Don't doubt me, I buried myself with my very own hands. This is the latest beauty trend.
Million, any thoughts?
They're obviously not taking a walk. The latest beauty fad with a very weird attitude, but why did he scream and shout then? Did he shout so that people other than us could hear him? Speaking of such people, they're probably... the Walker duo. Still don't totally understand how this mechanic is supposed to work.
Pretty much the same as the clues.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, so I want to associate this with this. Fearful of the Walker duo. Henry is afraid of asking for our help because he's scared of the Walker duo. So the reason why the Walker duo makes Henry scared is because of the nearby shovel. Henry was buried here. They were the ones that buried Henry. Yes. And the crab can be associated with the chicken catching crabs. No, that's not where I want you to go with this, traveler. Please. Okay, so Henry was buried here. They are the ones who buried Henry. Associate the nearby shovel. No. How about the Walker duo? Oh, the roast chicken. Burying the roast chicken. What? No, that doesn't make any sense. He was clearly buried by the people. This minigame is kind of confusing. Okay. Can I submit this as the conclusion? I've done nothing. This is the latest beauty trend.
When did you...
We're taking a walk. Taking walks is a form of exercise. Exercise involves movement. Movement is what brought us here. Did you do this? So what if... Oh, Hunter, I remember now. Take a good look at him. That's the person he told us not to mess with. Right.
What are you whispering about?
Nothing. We're just taking a walk. That's right. We're just taking a walk. If there's nothing else, we'll keep walking and walk to other places. Wait, don't you have to do anything scary to me anymore? Lesson has been learned, if you know what I mean. What lesson? Nothing. I mean, roast chicken is dangerous. It invites trouble. See it as a valuable lesson. Let's go. But roast chicken is deboard. Forget the roast chicken. We should continue our walk. We'll ask Sunny to treat us to roast chicken next time. Thank you so much. I knew you'd understand.
Seems it is exactly like Noane said. Let's help Henry out. But digging you out is a really exhausting job, so Paimon will take the roast chicken as payment.
Huh? Alright, fine. Alright, we help him out of the sands. You start enjoying the delicious roast chicken with Paimon. Henry seems as if he's about to drool, but he holds back the desire to have a share, to keep his promise and maintain his dignity. However, seeing Henry trying really hard to look unaffected, Paimon offers to share the roast chicken with Henry. The chicken is crispy on the outside and gives off an irresistibly oily aroma. Yum yum. And that's why you don't mess with the Mafia. Freedom! Ah, the taste of freedom. Though not as satisfying as roast chicken, as freedom sure is sweet.
So, what does the board that you're holding stand for?
Huh? Oh, this? It represents a protest, of course. Well, it does look like a protest sign, that's for sure. And, what are you protesting against? How should I put this? They're the ones who buried me. They did it to stop me from working hard, which is why I want to protest.
Wait, why do they want to stop you, want you to stop working hard?
Can you keep a secret?
Of course, your secrets are safe with Paimon.
Then yours are safe with me too. But I'm afraid I can't tell.
Hey, are you making fun of Paimon?
Let's talk about something else then.
Okay. What's up that barrel you were wearing? Is it a form of protest as well?
Huh? That I don't know. They buried me. They put me a barrel on me. A deed born of their twisted tastes, I'll wager. I think the barrel was put on him to keep himself from digging his way out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because it'll keep his
Probably.
arms pinned to his sides.
Yeah.
And why did you end up buried by them?
Because they're terrible, terrible people. They just grabbed me for no reason at all and buried me in the sand, and they want me dead. No reason at all, huh? Really? Of course. Didn't you see? I was literally buried in the sand. If they didn't want me dead, why else would they do it?
That makes sense. Noane, what do you think?
Broken machine. Alright, roast chicken. Is truly mouth-watering, yeah, sure. But I actually wanted to associate the roast chicken with the crabs. No? Okay. Fine. I'll leave it alone then. Henry was buried, so he couldn't eat it. Feels kind of weird the roast chicken was pasted in front of him because... a machine with an unclear purpose. So... I still think these two should be connected. What do you mean? Clearly they were trying to attract the crabs to eat him. Alright, so the barrel that they put on Henry's chest, buried safely. Under such circumstances, the barrel prevents the sand from applying pressure to the chest, so that Henry would not be suffocated, which is to say the Walker duo did not want to kill him. So their true intention was probably to scare him? Alright, so we'll associate buried safely with the mouth-watering food. The lesson, before leaving, they wanted to teach him a lesson by burying him in the sand, and I'm going to say that the association is the broken machine. Because he broke the machine. Judging from the clues from the scene, the reason could only be this. That's my thoughts, too. What? So they didn't intend to kill me at all? You guys are really observant. That's right, I was the one who broke the machine.
But why did you break the machine?
Why, indeed. Because a long time ago I lived a poor and miserable life. I was really depressed. Then I met a guy who gave me a healthy drink that lifted my spirits. He was really kind to me, so I wanted to pay back his kindness. One day I had my chance. He introduced me to some very rich people and asked me to help them. All I did was menial work, such as collecting mechanical parts that belonged to the Fontaine Research Institute. The rich people paid me a pretty sum for those chores.
Whoa, sounds pretty awesome.
Right? This time they asked me to find this strange machine, take the core out, and deliver the core to them. I can both repay my bro and make some money. I've got to give it my all. But those terrible people, perhaps they hated seeing me work hard to change my life for the better. They interfered with my work and warned me against delivering the, precision components to my employers. But I wouldn't let them win. I took the job and protested against their behavior. And as a result, like you said, I was taught a lesson.
Oh, poor you. But this job of yours, is it really so well paid?
Of course. This is one of the reasons why I didn't want to tell you why I'm protesting. However, since you saved my life... not as much as saving your life, I mean... I also thought that since you two are pretty observant, I might as well tell you the truth. You can see it as a collaboration. Such strange machines have been deployed above ground and underwater. It's easy to spot such machines. They all produce a peculiar light around them. Handle it for me and bring me the specific core inside. There should be 7 in total. After it's done, we'll split the earnings 50-50, deal? I'll take 70% of the earnings and 20% must be paid in advance. Fine. But I really can't give it to you in advance. I'm still waiting for everything to be done so I can get paid.
But what do these machines do?
They destroy the environment. These machines are evil stuff.
Destroy how?
How am I going to know? I'm not a member of the Fontaine Research Institute. Anomalies have already occurred, so it has to be a hazardous to the environment.
Well, that sounds pretty reasonable. Every time we see supernatural environment during our adventure, there's bound to be some trouble that we have to deal with. Knowing, why don't we help Henry?
Haha, great. Then bring me 7 cores. Let's become rich together. Alright. The broken machine is gone. Oh, it's just moved here. Alright. Anyway. I can join on you now, Korochi. I needed to know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, honestly.
Like,
I
you can't just
understand that.
see a man's head buried under the sand and not investigate.
I mean, you could, but I
Only if
understand.
you're a soulless person with no sense of curiosity.
That's true.
I myself am a particularly curious person.
You're particularly curious one, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, go ahead and join on me.
Alright, let's go to Korochi's world.
I was just doing my dailies when you arrived, so
Have I done my dailies?
probably not.
I have not.
It's just what I always assume about you,
Yeah. So you should probably help me do my dailies later.
Sure. Come with me and do mine.
Okay.
I should switch.
Yes. Okay. I have also switched. Where the fuck are you? Oh, hey,
Or this way.
you haven't done all of your dailies.
No, I just did one.
You should have waited, then we could do them together.
That's fair. Hmm. Yeah, we can do this.
Feels good to me. A combat trial it is. Hey Mika, how you doing today? I
Taking a turn for the better.
am helping Korochi with dailies, and then we're gonna, I don't know, run around, explore, farm Nuvilette, talent material. In between explorer sandwiches so it doesn't get boring. Where's the other people I'm supposed to kill? Is there just that one dude? They're
I
never
don't think we're
alone.
supposed to kill him. We're actually gonna complete this challenge.
Oh. Alright, we got them all. I sort of helped.
Yeah, sort of help.
How are you, Korochi? I'm doing okay. I got to eat food, so that's nice. Can't stream
Yeah.
on an empty stomach.
Life is good.
Mm-hmm.
Now disappear.
Uh-oh, I'm being bullied by a sumpter beast.
I'll bully it back.
I'm working on it. It was ignoring my taunts. Oh, delicious. Alright, the fuck did you go? Oh, is this one of those dailies that I can't help you with?
Nah. I'm gonna spray potions on kids.
On kids? That's not how I remember that daily going.
Would be funny if it did, though.
Well, arguably, I suppose. Hey, I found a music disc. You should come
Oh,
here.
nice. I'll come get it right after this daily.
Alright, I'll, like, mark the spot and, I don't know, shoot at things. Gotta practice my archery skills. You're over this way, aren't you?
Alright.
Oh, I saw you. Come this way.
So,
It's actually probably faster to teleport and then glide down. I'm on top of the reputation building.
oh, easy.
Yeah. See? Spin crystal.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
Nice,
even
thanks.
steal it from you. Not that the game would let me, but I definitely didn't even try.
Wow. How generous.
Yes, I am quite magnanimous. Alright, so... I've got some resin. I should probably craft some resin.
Let's see. Do I have any resin left?
Then we can do talents. And then we can explore. Let's see. I think the thing is this way.
Yeah, I can do some exploration. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. We should do
Or
talents
rather-
first.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but like you're the one who has to send me the invite,
I
so
know. I'm going there. Calm down.
there is no calm,
Calm down.
only chaos.
Okay, equity, right?
Equity. Oh, yeah, okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, because Traveler also needs equity.
Well, kind of.
I mean, Traveler is gonna need all three, but the very first thing that Traveler needs is equity. We're gonna get those talent books. Beta wasn't bad last time, but I think, yeah, it might kill things faster. Mika?
It's the whole independence thing.
I don't mind if you want to do domain with us. You okay, Korochi?
Sure.
Drop your ID in the chat so they can add you. Why'd you disappear? Oh, well, I guess we would have to
we'll
leave
need to.
anyway, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. That's fine. Oh, I'm
There you go.
trapped. Okay. I'll just level the Traveler while I wait. Should probably, like, follow the Traveler so the Traveler will be at the top. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. And his talents are... You said I mostly care about his skill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Which server are we in? We're in North America.
NA.
Yeah. What,
If you see servers start with 6,000, it's an NA.
Yes, yes. Traveler. Talents. Let's see how many of these. So you said I mostly just need to care about Traveler's skill, right?
Pretty much only just skill, yes.
Well, let's see how high I can get his skill. Oh. Oh, I need this thing? Okay. While we wait for Mika, I am going to craft some mats. Ah, good. It's always awkward when
Yeah.
you're like, yes, join us, and it's like, oh, we're the wrong servers.
I posted my UID in the chat.
I don't see it.
Maybe the chat just blocks that, so you go ahead and post it.
Let me look.
It's 6,87966.
Okay, 6,87966.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Right. I need fern sprouts. Could be transfigured dreams, wouldn't it be? Yes. Fern sprout. I require one of these. Let me... Oh, right. Oh, I'm already in your world. Never mind. Don't mind me. My brain was doing a thing. I was like, I'll join on you after they join. It's like, wait. I don't need to. I'm already here. Okay.
There we go. Hey, Mika. Welcome in.
Welcome in. Alright, talents.
Okay, so equity.
Alright. Korochi, am I running a healer here? Or can I do
Yes.
Linny for the friendship?
You're running a healer.
Alright.
In accordance with our blood
With
pact.
the blood pact.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
There we go.
Mika's running
Oh,
a
you done.
healer.
All right.
Alright, I'm
Oh,
gonna switch.
Mika is graciously running a healer.
Wow, thank you, Mika. I was able to squeeze into a loophole in the blood pact thanks to you.
Mm.
Hey, Hyun, how you doing today? Happy to have all your exams over with? Alright, Korochi, start the domain.
Alright, guys, have fun.
You still have to play A.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now, emerge.
Alright.
Fine, fine.
Oh, your Kokomi is triple crowned? Nice. Nice background? Oh, you mean in the domain? Yeah, the underwater areas are quite pretty, aren't they?
Oh, wow, still alive? Huh.
It was hanging in there by a thread.
I thought it died. Oh, I guess it makes sense because there's 3 people, so we have a triple multiplier.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
So every time I was expecting it to already be dead, it's like, haha, no. Alright, and continue chat.
All good here after the exam? Nice. I'm glad. It's always nice when you get through the stressful period and you're just like, ah, yes. Now my bones can turn back into jelly and I can relax. Yeah, we're just farming some talent books for the Traveler plus Nuvilette, who will be, he's the first one. The first banner is him. In
Yep, I
2
believe
days.
Monsieur Novelet is
Yes.
the first one.
The Dragon Daddy shall be mine.
There we go.
Oh,
That
this
worked
actually
out
works
better.
out quite well, because I just got, Dragon and Star Rail because of Imbibitor Lunae. And so,
Oh, yeah.
right? So once I get Nuvilette, I'll be double dragoned.
Double dragon all the way across the sky.
Yeah, Hyun, we often roll on the same characters. We must have similar taste. Although, in Genshin, I just roll for every husbando character, so like... There have been a few characters that I was like, maybe I won't roll on this guy, but then I always end up rolling on them anyway. Womp. It is pretty fun rolling around as in a cat in a hat, though. I also just enjoy the sniper life, so I'm really glad that I get one. Because male characters are very rarely snipers. Like, we've got Child, so he's an archer. And then we've got Goro and Tainari. I think those
Yeah,
are the
but
only
none of them are
ones.
actually snipers. Yes, I guess Tenari is somewhat.
Yeah, I mean with Child, usually I'm just using his... I never use Child's bow. Just relaxing. Like jelly in a house. Yep. I feel that. Yeah, I also started doing the Archon quest, which I had been putting off for a little bit, but now I'm like, alright, I need to get it done before Nuvilette comes out. Because what if Nuvilette is, like, trapped in my cutscene or something? I also just don't want to get too far behind. It is super
no.
nice that Lenny can heal himself, actually. I'm glad you reminded me of that, Korochi, because I, like, totally forgot he could do that. Lynette weapon should be a catalyst, not a bow.
Oh, Lynette's weapon is a sword.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Whoop. Whoosh. Alright, you have to activate it. Yeah, I only switched into Lynette once because I needed to use her, Fontaine superpower.
That is actually really fun to play. She's super mobile. And
She's
she's actually,
Animo, yeah?
yeah, and she's a pretty good anima support.
Is
Gotta
Kazuma the
love.
only other sword Animo?
Mm, no, there's Jean.
Oh, right.
Okay.
How could I
Do
forget
you have
Jean?
any resin left?
No, but I have fragile resin, so we could do more if we want, or we could wander about for a bit. It definitely goes a lot faster with 3 players.
Yeah, let's wander about. But yeah, it's nice.
Alright, wherefore shall we wander, good sir?
I don't know. It's around here works.
Alright. Korochi has many unexplored areas that are ripe for the pick. Oh. I forgot to look up what these things are called.
What, the whirlpool things?
Tidal currents? I still
Yeah, they're
feel like
current.
there's another word for them, but maybe I'm just imagining it.
Hmm.
We still got Mika? Okay, we still got Mika. Good. Oh, I should probably get super powered up. Crab superpower is quite good. Oh, Korochi! Go up.
Yes.
There's a thing that you're
Go
missing.
up.
There's
A
a
thing
thing.
that I'm missing.
Yes, a thing. You're missing a thing.
Which thing?
Oh, hey, there's a Sealy here.
Oh, okay.
But actually, the thing I was talking about is the boat thing. But I think the Sealy might take us there, so...
I think so, yes.
Yep. The boat thing. Where's the boat thing? Oh,
Right
here it
here.
is. I think it wasn't showing up earlier. Anyway,
Yeah.
you got it unlocked now, right?
Got it.
Excellent. Let's carry along then.
Oh, yeah, I should probably. Let's see.
Whee. Oh, hey, Mika has Lenny too.
That's awesome. Lenny is quite fun.
Too bad I can't farm any of the other stuff for New Villette because... Hey, you've got an archery challenge here.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think he's gonna use items from the new area.
Yeah, he is. Where? Oh, there's a crab. Okay.
I think you need the manta ray.
Well, I need the crab for this at least.
What is this?
I don't know, whatever this is.
Yeah, it's the most unhelpful thing. But
Oh, I see.
that's
Here it is.
fine, I guess. What are you even doing? I don't even see where you are. Over this way?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've already solved this puzzle, I think. Or did I? Hold on.
Doesn't look very solved to me. I know how to solve it, though. You need the crab skill.
I already have the crab skill.
Then why haven't you solved it?
I don't know.
Here. See?
There we go.
That's easy. Now come up and do the thing I found for you.
Alright, alright.
It's up here. I'm sitting here finding challenges for you, and you treat me like this. Ooh.
Cannot start in co-op mode. Boo.
Oh, alright. Never mind then.
Good
That's
job.
alright. We can fart around some more. Whoosh. You know what we should do? We should find a blue octopus. That's the only underwater thing that I have not yet, unlocked in the archive.
Hmm.
I think I'll turn into Lynette as well. Or Lenny, not Lynette. Bonk. Shh. I'm gonna steal your fossils. No one can
You
stop me.
bastard.
Oh, hey. We should probably, like, break these things. They have goodies inside.
Yeah, I just don't see any element for it. So.
It's right here. This one.
There.
Right here, where I am.
Oh. Well, never mind.
Oh, there's a crab. That's fine.
Big crab, too.
Mm-hmm. I guess there was one closer. Hey, do you have the crab superpower?
No.
Damn, I want the rocks. Guess I have to go look for a crab now.
I think Mika has it, though.
It's true. Oh, hey, there's the crab. And there's more rocks over here, too. Should just get all the rocks.
Well, I'll let you have the crab power then.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm glad at least the ore is shared when we go mining because, otherwise, co-op mode would get ugly real fast.
Yep.
There we go. You need, like, tons of these to make the Fontaine weapons. It's 50 for a single weapon.
It's not
That's
a lot.
so much. That's so much.
You get like 5 or 6 per small cluster of them, though.
Yeah, but
So-
you don't see the small clusters everywhere.
They're pretty common. I'm sure there's a map of them, too.
Well, I mean, the resource map exists. So,
Mhm.
where are we going? We're all just kind of swimming in circles here.
I know, you really want the door.
You want to aggro on me, buddy? No? That's fine. I can kill you without the superpower. Aha. Our murder spree continues. The ocean is not safe from us. Oh no, not the baby. They're so cute. And so dead. Well,
Oh, it drops pearls. You need those as an ascension material.
yeah. I guess this is also a kind of farming for New Villette.
Yep.
Oh well.
You know what else drops pearls?
Hmm.
Seals.
Don't you fucking touch the seals. Don't you fucking dare.
Okay, but break this, will ya?
I'll break it, but you don't touch the goddamn seals.
Ah,
Seals
fine.
are wholesome, and there will be no seal murder. Not under my roof.
No sanctioned seal murder.
No. Absolutely the fuck not. Unacceptable. Wow, you guys killed that thing really fast.
Yeah,
Where did you guys
the
go?
ray power is just really good.
Yeah, it is the best DPS power, I think. Especially since it has 2 shots.
Oh, hey, we're back to where we started. That's cool.
And I wasn't even the one navigating. Would you like to go to the place full of otters? Yeah, I want to see a place full of otters.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Mika, show us the place full of otters. The otters are also quite cute. I like it when they play with the seashells. Alright. We shall follow Mika. Alright, where did Mika teleport to? Up here?
Right here.
Alright. Otters, otters. This way?
North.
Oh, we could get this thing.
Yeah, but first others.
First otters. That's fair. They're too cute. Wow, I like super missed that speed ring. Oh well.
Hey.
Just
This is a place full of others.
switch
That's adorable.
into Lenny real fast. Oh hey, there are a lot of otters here.
I think them playing with the seashells is like the cutest thing in the world.
I agree. Oh, look at them. So cute. I should save this as like... What do I want to save it as? Is this? Otters.
Well, you would probably want to use a category otter.
Yeah, unfortunately there's no stamp icon for otters, so gotta make do.
You know how they have other category? You just make it other category.
Why are you like this?
Honestly, I don't know. Oh, they totally crowd you too.
That
Really
is really cute. I love that berry seal that we found in that one quest. I have to go back and check up on Berry.
Oh yeah, you need to go feed it.
I shall go feed it. It's a blubber beast. How is it supposed to maintain all that blubber? Unless it's eating. Can you feed Berry in co-op mode?
Nope.
Right, I remember I kicked you out for that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, these things are so cute. Look at his little face. I wish we could play with them. Like, if we could pick up a shell and then toss it and make them play
Oh,
fetch. That would be
That
good.
would be like the best.
Whoosh. The Fontaine Dolphin Dive is quite good. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I was leveling up my Traveler. Alright, I got his skill to 8.
That's good enough, really.
I'm gonna get the other ones up, though. Also, for some reason, he's only used equity this whole time. Normally, the Traveler uses a combination of them.
It's different for different skills.
Oh, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's using Order.
Yeah, that's
and
why I said
Justice.
just do.
Well, I
the
got him to
skill, really.
686.
That's fine. He really doesn't need those others, but you know, that works.
But it just seems too sad to leave him completely unleveled.
Mm.
Whee! I am locating... Oh, hey, I found a treasure chest for you.
Oh, alright.
I think Mika may have unlocked it. Oh, right. This is the one that you have to dolphin dive into. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta use a Fontaine character or the Traveler. And then...
Yep. I'll just use the Traveler.
Okay, so you go... Ooh. Oh. Nope,
Wow.
I'll figure it out.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
Okay.
I still think it's criminal that Kakome cannot dolphin dive.
I did it! Ha ha ha! I'm now trapped inside of this box. Quick, hurry up and come save me.
Did I miss?
You're not even
Yeah, I did.
anywhere nearby. Oh, now you are.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, I got it.
There you go.
I didn't miss.
I think Mika wandered off this way. Yeah, these underground houses are really cool. You can't touch me because I'm in here. Look at them, they're trying to attack me and they can't. Can I attack them? I can! Oh my gosh. Can I shoot through the door?
Precious chest, huh?
No, I can't shoot
Check
through
it
the door.
out.
I tried. Precious chest. Okay. I'm swimming over too.
Oh, and there's a Oculus too. Okay. I gotta get to it. I gotta glide up from above.
I'm above.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm above enough, though. Oh, okay, I see it. I see it. I mean, I can't get it for you, but,
Thank you.
seems to be one right here, too. Must be down below. Yep. Here it is. What are you doing down there?
Trying to find a way up above.
I vote this way. This way looks the easiest. Yep, Mika was also headed this way. Yep, so you can climb up this hill. This would be super easy with Wanderer. Maybe I'll switch. But the dolphin diving is just so fast.
The dolphin diving is very nice.
Switch back to Wanderer anyway.
Let's see, is this high enough?
Swarm Fury.
No.
Yeah, yeah, you want to get on top of that bridge.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Behold.
This is a good place to access it. Then you can climb up here. Of course, as Wanderer, I don't have to climb. I'm better than other people.
Wow.
Quit following me.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Good job. Alright, where are we heading next?
I'm not sure. I think I might just turn in my dailies and then do some story myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine. Well, thanks for playing with us, Mika. It was fun. We're twins now.
Squall and fury.
I'm higher than you.
Meanwhile, Lynette is like, am I a joke to you?
Where did you go, anyway? Gliding?
I'm just around here.
Lenny, duel off.
Step right up.
Headshot. Oh, it's going right through his head. That's interesting. Yeah, if you shoot Lenny in the head, it just goes right through. Oh, wow. I feel like Mika's jumping faster than me.
And voila. Now disappear.
Let's see. Who else can we stand off as?
You may have a bow,
A bow?
but I have a machine gun.
Oh, Mika's turned into Yelan. Let's see. I think I'll go with Ayato. That's the closest thing. Oh, no, actually Child. Because they're both bow water users.
Now it's turned into a real standoff.
Oh, wow. Child almost, like, yeeted himself off the edge of this bridge. Let's see. Who else can we stand off as?
Alright, yeah, let's gang up on Shildy.
Oh, no.
Get it on.
Ha! No one's ganging up on me. I am but a feeble scholar.
Flicker.
Oh, I like his last slash. It actually goes pretty far. Let's see, who else? Doing character standoffs is kind of fun. I'm gonna be Zhao.
Wait.
With all my strength.
Useless. Boring. Worthless.
Positions.
Let's see. You've got Nilo. Let's do...
Here. All eyes on me.
Look, is Kaveh. Ah, there he is. I'll be Kaveh then. Kaveh's like, come at me, bro.
Mila's moves are very pretty.
They are, actually.
Take flight.
You just showing off your alternate sprints.
Honestly, yeah.
It's not my fault they don't give alternate sprints to husbandos. The suffering.
Sure, it's your fault.
What? How is it my fault?
I don't know. Seemed like a thing to say at the time.
Do it. As a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Yeah. The cops are here. Get ready to be put in jail. Horny jail.
Oh no, not the cop.
Yep.
Time to blow up the police.
Oh no, a terrorist. My one true enemy. Let's see. Obviously the only person who can keep her in line. Alright.
Oh
Time to go. You're grounded, Klee. Come back here.
no! I will drown if it comes to it.
It's Fontaine. You can't drown.
She'll never find us here.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh shit, she found us! Run!
La la la.
Oh man, this is giving me flashbacks from my time as a nanny.
Oh no.
I'll hunt you down, and you're going straight into solitary confinement.
Help.
Oh hey, look. There's a thing here.
Oh, good.
Korochi is just like, nope, I'm passing up the money. What's most important is to escape with my life.
Freedom is most important. That's what the Enema Archon told me. After he gave me this bomb.
You know, that kind of gives me the feeling of the song. You know, Zhongli's thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it was said that he said these words. But when you said this bomb, it seemed like the proper cadence for that. Oh, you know what? Actually, with Klee, instead of Jean, we should have Kaya. Don't worry,
No, that's
Klee.
actually probably an easier way to wrangle her.
Yeah, he's
That's
pretty good
just
at it,
your thing.
actually.
Hold on. I totally passed by that.
Are you guys under the water in the cave?
We totally just ran away from you.
Yeah, you were pretty
Thank you,
good at it.
Mika. Oh, you're just terrible at navigation, so.
Maybe Jean is terrible at navigation. Why is it my fault? Whee!
Underwater is just so fun. They did a really good job with it.
I agree. It is pretty fun. I picked a fight with this crab, but the problem is I don't have any underwater superpowers.
Rip.
Oh look, superpowers. It's right next to you, but you're like, nah, I'm gonna kill this thing without any superpowers.
I did use superpowers.
Oh, really?
Because I'm not you.
Rude.
Yeah, my only thing with underwater is a stupid sensor bubble thing.
I honestly never notice it.
In fact, it actually makes some characters look much worse. Like, it makes it look like Hutao is not wearing any pants.
Like, now that you mention it, I start noticing it, but as long as you don't mention it, I don't notice. I don't know why MiHoYo hates butts so much.
Like, look at this. Hatao was a sensor thing. Just looks like she's not wearing pants.
Hold on, let me get down a little lower.
See?
Okay, yeah, I can see what you mean. She does kind of look like she doesn't wear pants.
Now, meanwhile, if you actually, like, do the skill stuff and zoom in, you're like, oh yeah, no, she's just wearing shorts. But, like, with a sensor bar, the shorts basically become invisible. Just, like, really stupid.
Just, letting the ocean currents give you a draft,
I guess, though.
a sense of freedom. Hutao just likes to go without pants.
I
That's
guess so.
her preference, and we have to respect that.
The other thing it makes me feel like is that our whole underwater exploration is just powered by constant farting.
That's terrible.
I am just saying. Thanks. Think about it.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Mika. It was fun. Alright. I'll go ahead and head off too, since you're going to do the Archon quest. And I am also going to do the Archon quest. I gotta find out who's been, turning all the women into water. This is just the, Wizard of Oz all over again.
Oh,
Right?
it must have been somebody very thirsty.
Oh wait, no, is it the Wizard of Oz? I read this book when I was a kid, called Dealing with Dragons, and it was actually a very whimsical and fun story. I do recommend it. But one of the things was that witches would melt with soapy water.
Hmm.
Or, no, it was wizards. Yeah, something like that. So, this whole quest about women being turned into water always reminds me of that. What is this? Where is the Hydroculus? Maybe I need to kill the dog. That just seems not very nice, but I guess it's a death dog, so... There we go. Oh, maybe I need to pick these flowers. Oh no, now it's saying it's underwater. Okay.
Remember, health comes first. A bitter pill to swallow. Unsightly insects. Behold.
There we go.
Take it and have fun.
Must be some way to get underneath there.
Quit following me.
Alright, Lenny. Find me the underwater cave entrance. Pretty sure I looked last time and I didn't find it. Oh, wait, you know what? Can't I just look at the underwater map? Yeah. That works. So now if I'm down here, it was right here on the map. So...
Squall and fury.
over this way? Ah, there it is. No wonder I couldn't find the entrance. Let's see. Can I jump over this? No, I can't.
The wind rises.
Maybe I could glide up this? There we go, that's not so bad. Oh, no, 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 no. No! What have I done? Oh. Okay, I made it work. It's fine.
Squall and fury.
Wind Wanderer is supposed to make your life easier, but instead you're dumb and you make it worse.
I know that feeling.
Alright, I got the Hydroculi. How many of these suckers do I have anyway? 19. You know, I kind of want a scope. Like a magnifying glass. Or a telescope. And then I pull it out, and it's a gadget. And then I use it, and I can see, zoom in on really far away places. Alright, where's the next stage of this quest? Over there. Pretty close, actually.
Squall and fury.
Are you just starting the Archon quest, Korochi?
I'm trying to figure out how to start it.
You start it by going
It
to
is
the...
settled, then. Please excuse me and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
the touchdown place.
Right.
You just walk into it.
Well, I'm taking the aqua bus right now, but I'm just looking for the quest log for it.
Good luck, I guess.
Thanks.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus. Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Oh, that kid looks like she hates you.
Oh,
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
Yeah, we can leave her alone. This is a tough time.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
Oh. Am I supposed to...
I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you. And to all of us.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Someone ordered Jax to take out Callus?
I don't know that for sure. But you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callus had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons. Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Interesting.
I'll leave my husband's case to you.
Thank you, Miss Spina, and Miss Spina's friend. Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florent should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Oops, shouldn't have jumped. Now I gotta find a way back up. Oh! Can I buy from you? Oh. Huh. One who sleeps with the dead fish lives still, but one who sleeps with living fish. Huh. Well, she can't sell me fish, and that's what I cared about. How are things going on your end, Korochi?
Not bad. Still trying to figure things out.
You still haven't started the quest?
Well,
Isn't it just right there in your quest log?
it's not.
It should be as light, or, oh wait, no. There should have been a different one. This is the second branch. I'm on the second part. Did you ever do the thing? Oh no, I was with you. And you definitely unlocked it. Oh.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table. After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. so we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear two
Yeah,
gunshots
just don't
ring out
have a
right
chapter
after?
4 quest.
My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callus was standing over
Guess
a dead
maybe I
body
just
with a
need to
gun in his hands.
finish
All we could do was look back and
some
forth at each
chapter
other.
3 quests first,
Not
but I
knowing
thought
what to
I
say.
could just go straight into it.
Yeah, I think that... Did you never finish the Sumeru Archon quest?
I did.
You did.
So,
Yeah, because what I remember is you walk onto the beach in Sumeru, and then it unlocks the next place, and then you touch down in the starting area, and it basically comes in right there.
So you
and
also
I
remember
remember
2 gunshots then.
we were in multiplayer, so maybe that's a part of it.
No, I think if that was the problem, we would have seen other people with the same bug.
I don't know.
Indeed. The guard said that
But
the
yeah,
first
I
shot
didn't have it in
hit
my
anyone,
story quest.
while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
Very possible.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today. No matter what
Yeah, I
others
remember
might
actually
say,
starting it,
he'll
but
always be the man I
looks
respect
like
the
it's
most.
just not there in the
And he'll
quest log.
always be my boss.
One sec, I'll Google something and see if I can figure it out.
It's
Genshin
fine, I'll just
Impact.
try it later.
Can't start chapter 4 Archon quest. Okay, so it says, if the quest isn't appearing, you may need to finish a pending story quest. For me, I had to finish The Meaning of Lupical, and as soon as it was done, the next Archon quest popped up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now.
So, that quest involves a character that is introduced in Razor's story quest, The Meaning of Lupical, and that's why you have to clear his story quest first.
Yeah, I don't have that story quest, but I do have a bunch of others. So.
Alright. Well, that's probably what's going on then.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades
Oh,
in
well.
Vespina deserve to know the truth as well.
Okay. We got some info from Florent. And let me just... Oh, it's not a gadget anymore. Where on earth? Ah, here it is.
Who would have imagined that people could really turn into water? Here we go again, trying to crack an impossible case. All proof and no motive. If Paimon was Shock, Paimon would probably help whoever Paimon finds more trustworthy. Someone like the Traveler. Paimon doesn't feel like he was lying to us.
Okay, so we've looked at one of the 3 potential people. Let's see here. Ah, this guy.
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've caught news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callus did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rasula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these 2 friends of yours? You, here for some formal business?
Yes. These 2 are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
I'm very interested in why she's going out about this the way she's going about this, but, we'll see.
We'll figure it out.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
Interesting. Alright. Oh, right. Now we need Marcel. Marcel's this way. Even lower, huh? And immersion time.
Hello. How may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him.
Sure. I will let him know right away.
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery? I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Poor Paimon.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea.
If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabrières will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more, see if there are any valuable clues elsewhere.
He only heard one gunshot, not two.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
Alright, let's go over these clues then, shall we?
Upon the gale.
We've talked to all three suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
None of them really stood out as a suspect.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
But where should we start?
Jacques' motive.
Ah, you're right! Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
If I was Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all.
Oh? And why is that?
Could he guarantee his family's safety after killing Callus?
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the Order and seek protection from my father.
Seems the third person was the one who derailed everything.
Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory. Besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
I don't know. I got the impression more from Theory.
Thierry, you say? Huh. I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory.
In that case, it must be Marcel who has the most money.
If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. It's still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business? Florent? It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jacques. But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security, so he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly. Who could it be?
I just don't know about this. But he would be the only one who could afford it.
If you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the three, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Yeah.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
The synth production base.
Yes. Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't have any other options right now. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
What?
What? Is that someone you know?
Yes, it is.
We know him. Maybe even a little too well.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. It's absurd, don't you think?
Yeah, he's not old enough for that. You know, that's another thing that makes Marcel more suspicious. He's the only one who's old enough to have been involved in this for over 20 years. I guess one of the other dudes could have been in his 40s, in which case 20 years ago he would be in his 20s. So I guess... Yeah, so I guess Theory... Because the reason why I thought Theory was kind of suspicious is... One, when we talked to him, he was clearly the most... blatantly about money, right? Like, he didn't talk about his loyalty to anybody, really. He talked about how he couldn't have gotten a better job anywhere else, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I actually wouldn't think it would be too far off to say Marcel could have bought off Theory, and both of them could be involved.
I can see that.
But Tartaglia, he definitely couldn't have been involved, especially since he spent many years in the Abyss when he was 14. And he can't be older than in his 20s now, which means a lot of women were already going missing while he was also absent. And in addition to that, we also spent a good amount of time in Liyue with him, and presumably women were still going missing in Fontaine during that time. So really seems like they're just trying to do the same thing they did with Linny, right? Because with Linny, they were like, he's a Fatui, so for sure everybody's going to distrust him. And I think they're doing the same thing with Child here.
I agree.
How? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right, because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah, and it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand. Well, partner, what do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence.
Let's split up.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean?
Yeah, you can go to Irenaeus while I'll go investigate that place.
Just as expected of my partner. Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will be focused on Irenaeus, leaving his home base wide open. You're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
All right.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Lenny's trial.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm still watchful of that Silver guy. I like him, but that doesn't mean I'm not suspicious of him. We'll see.
Ah, Malou, Silver. When did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance.
Nah. I don't think he could be it.
It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
But he's just a little bit suspicious. Because we haven't gotten any character development with him. So now the thing is that we've told Theory about our plan. But nobody else knows about it. Not even those two who just showed up.
Now that Navia has set out for Arrhenius, we should also get going.
So if
The
they're
locations have
prepared
already
for
been marked
us,
on the map, so let's head over.
then Theory would be a suspect.
According to Malusa's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Alright, time to go looking for the entrance to this base. Oh, but also... where is that thing that is supposed to be right here? I'm not seeing it. Could it be up? Eh, whatever. Oh!
The wind rises.
Up. Where is this Hydroculus? Gotta get it while I still remember it's here. Oh. Well, that's easy. It's just literally right here. My eggs now.
Too slow.
You know what's interesting? When we're above the water, look at how dark everything is. And when you look into the water, you can't see anything. But once you actually dive into the water, everything is lit
Yeah,
up.
it's all much brighter.
Yeah, like it's freaking daytime. It's a bit sus, that's all. Yep, that looks like the entrance to me too.
Finally found it. Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. It sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary at all.
So before, when we were doing that quest with the princess and whatever, the Traveler and Paimon didn't talk underwater. They just gestured. But now all of a sudden they can talk underwater. This is kind of weird.
You're right. An important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Yep, we gotta be fast. Oh, I get to see what's going on. Nice.
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right? In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right?
Fucking of course Child would do this.
I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey! Don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly. We have made very little progress.
Yeah, he is kind of a shit stirrer, though.
In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man. Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui Harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics? We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway, so I'll take you up on that offer. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
Just delayed.
Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is... Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere!
Huh? What Confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
God damn it.
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the
Oops.
charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial. Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel.
Oh, we actually get to see his face.
Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries. These are the known facts about the case.
All right, time to break open those
The
facts.
one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him.
That's what I was thinking too.
After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
All right, 2 gunshots. He...
Something's...
No, not that one then. Let's see. Maybe this one?
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, in the end, he reconsidered, and instead shared everything with Callus, hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility, and had sent out another assassin. Something's not...
No, not that one then. Okay.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
Now can I say he didn't have a gun?
Something's not right.
Okay. Never mind. Primordial water then.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But now, it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
So that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
Ah, but I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Boo! If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home!
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callis explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand. I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Don't know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter?
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, Demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances?
I still think that Fatui is involved, and the fact that he's from Shesnaya just makes it all the more likely.
You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher? Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Alright, now I get to kill people. Yes. It's evidence collecting time. Just in case. Already set up. I think this is fine. I can do this. Okay.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Let's go. Oops. Okay, what does this do? Oh!
The floor is going up!
Just in case, I didn't leave anything important on the bottom right.
This mechanism in the middle?
Nope.
That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
This looks... Okay, nothing to loot under there. Good. I would have been so sad if I had missed out on loot. Alright. No loot anywhere else? Just in case. No, this place looks pretty empty.
Behold! Quit following me.
Alright.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Yeah, I just barely can't make it with Wanderer. Of course, even if I did make it, without triggering the mechanism I'm supposed to be triggering, it might have just caused a bug or something.
Probably.
Alright, let's see. Where's the crab? There's the crab. Come here, you little buddy. I'm gonna steal your crab powers and smash open this wall. Oh. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. In most areas, you want to drain the water so we can proceed. In this place, we want to flood it to proceed.
Because now we can swim.
Away from where we need to go.
That dive into a dodge roll is just perfect.
Taking a turn for the better. Mind the side effects.
Nice thing is, Lenny is gonna do extra damage because all these dudes are blue and Lenny is yellow.
Nice.
He's gonna force them all into overload. Oh, shoot. Okay, there's more of them. That's fine. I ain't afraid. I'm a master archer at this point. The taunt also really helps. Not gonna lie. Loot. Alright. Just in case. Nothing I can interact with in here. Onward we go then. Continue the flooding. We must climb higher. Yeah, it definitely would have taken a lot of money to build all this.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
Just a last look around. Nothing here for me. Moving on then. Alright, drop down on it. Very well. This looks pretty cool, actually. Okay, that's glass. Too bad there's no books for me to steal. My book collection screams for new books. What are these? Okay, that's interesting. What's down there? Nothing much. Well, time to kill some bots.
Mind the side effects. Wipe out! A round of applause!
Oops.
Step right up. Remember, health comes first. A bitter pill to swallow.
Easy peasy.
Now disappear.
Alright. I didn't leave anything behind? No? Oh.
After all that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum. Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here.
Yeah, he should be charged by Navia as we speak.
That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the Opera House and help Navia.
Oh, what's in this?
What's all this? Aw, it's a bunch of really cute things. Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
There's a name, too.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with different girls' names?
They probably belong to the victims.
Huh? You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here? And then they were turned into water. And all the boxes of things. These names. That means... Oh, this is terrible.
Ooh. Alright, well. Makes sense that a serial killer is keeping tokens.
Yep.
Look, there's something over here that sparkles.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him.
Probably related to his and Jack's case.
Yep, it's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it. This should prove the existence of the third person, right?
Anything else?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely. I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
They planned this well in advance.
They're all just so evil.
Okay. But you know what would be the smartest thing to do? Oh. This would be the smartest thing to do. Can't use the camera in domains? Come on. Why can't I take camera evidence? Jeez. I'm being oppressed. Let's see this here.
Look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water.
That must be water from the primordial sea.
That means this is where they make all the synth, and that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth, but the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence.
Too bad we can't use the camera. What a mess. Alright.
Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea.
There's so many.
Mixing in progress. Ready to drink? Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth?
Well, that definitely proves this is where they produce synth.
Yep, it's super obvious.
Mm-hmm.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
No, poor Paimon's starting to cry already. Calm down, Paimon.
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before.
This is indeed, our first time witnessing a serial killer together.
How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone?
That's what best friends are for.
You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
To save his lover, a woman called Vishnier, who was dissolved.
Interesting.
He's Vache. Vache. He is Vache.
Yep.
Well, that checks out.
So that's why he did all of these experiments. But did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
Vache.
Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
He's the researcher.
You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments?
Voice I heard from the fountain was probably Visionaire.
So that's it! Vache was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
Must be more to this than meets the eye.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
Yeesh. Fucked up.
We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But...
Who really is this Vache?
yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago.
Yeah, but we actually talked to his, sort of dead, sort of not dead girlfriend. So I bet we could get him to out himself in court with the right, emotional triggers.
That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
Alright, let's look again.
Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Okay. So I already got that and that. I already got that. I already got that. Oh, looks like I can't even go back there. Yeah, it makes sense. Traveler doesn't want to get any closer to the pool. Let's see. What stands out? Can I climb up this? Sort of, not really. I already examined these. Can't sit in the chair.
You take that side and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully. We'll find something for sure.
Maybe an old photo of him and his girlfriend.
Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
I found it.
Whoa, really? Let Paimon see. Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you found her diary. Let's see. Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet, too. Oh, Paimon feels even worse for her now.
She made a list of baby names. Oh.
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out. Was she unhappy with all of them?
He used the baby name as his alias, Marcel.
The final name she decided on was... Marcel.
Yup.
Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Vinier's grown son?
I figured it out. Let's go, Paimon.
Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out yet.
He's using the name as an alias. Let's go.
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache? Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
She did it for us last round, and we do it for her this round. That's fucking teamwork.
You intend to flout the rules of this court?
Come on, man. You guys do court things so fast. There's like no chance to get evidence. You just give us a break. Damn.
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
We fucking have. You say you've never heard of Vache.
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything. After your lover, Vinier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established. This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vinier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vinier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved, no matter what I do.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I can't go, I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me. I still need to save Vinier. I promise. We made a promise. Vinier! Please, Vinier! Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
Oh, yeah, no, this is definitely not what she wanted for you.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case.
Yeah, but I kind of want to tell that dude that I actually met his ex-lover, just to, you know, make him feel extra bad. Unfortunately, no chance
the man
yet.
now
But...
known as Marcel was originally named Vache and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vinier. During an underwater expedition, Vinier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vache as a result. Vache learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vinier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all. The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher.
I wonder if the primordial water has something to do with this machine.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Yippee! We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves. Huh? Are you okay?
Navia?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to, so if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is...
I bet they're gonna charge him guilty.
Guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
Yeah, I think this might have something to do with how the machine operates.
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique
I can see that.
is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict. Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
The fuck? Well, this is not gonna be going the way you think it's gonna go.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
Yeah, because it's not like the machine always knows the truth. Because it also... Oh wait, no, it wasn't used in her dad's trial. That's interesting.
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Damn! Dude. He just squished Child like a pancake.
Yep.
I bet no one's ever been able to scratch his face before.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Apologies.
Gotta love how chilled he was, just like
Such a situation.
during his whole transformation sequence, and then he just fucking crushed him.
Court system. The Oratrice's
Yep.
judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it! I don't know what happened there either! Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
Oh no, this is awful. Because their whole society is literally powered by the energy this machine produces after extracting their faith in justice. So it giving a bad verdict like this could actually, like, be a part of destroying their entire society. Right?
Yep.
Because I always suspected that there was going to be some kind of plot hidden underneath the surface that is connected with that primordial water, trying to flood everybody, right? And then the Fatui, right? The Knaves people who work with Lenny and Lynette, they're working on preparing people to evacuate from the floods. Yeah? So then that to me implies that they might have some knowledge about something going on that we don't know. And the Fatui might be involved, but it's also possible that they might have tampered with the machine. We already know that they had access, and that it's not necessarily difficult to get access to the core that's stored in the basement. You know?
Yep.
So it's very sus.
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However, given the state of things, I I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up drama and excitement. And, of course, for every performance, there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment! If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable! All shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict. Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
Fly out of her ass and then bounce? Okay.
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea. However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff, so he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
I'm on. Well, time to leave the opera house, I suppose.
The wind rises.
I just kind of want to, like, look over here. Just a bit. See what's going on inside.
Behold.
Doesn't look like I can talk to any of these people. Besides him.
Quit following me.
Oh, Monsieur Nervalet! That power you showed when you took him down. Who are you really?
I'm the Chief Justice of Fontaine, of course. If officers of the law lack the strength and capability to enforce it, then it makes a mockery of justice.
Suppose that checks out.
Search for it.
I swear I saw a vista point somewhere.
Quit following me.
But it is not here now. That's fine.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vacher? I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Yep. I met her.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it?
Something to do with my sensitivity to the hydro element.
The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. And I just never... Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Paimon agrees. Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs? Very well. I will grant your request.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
He's gonna give this dude the death penalty.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sus shit going on. Let's see, did the Vista Point come back? Alright, fine.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Back then I drank water from the primordial sea.
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well? Oh, in that case...
Vache!
Ah!
Yes, that's it! So you heard it too!
Vinier, it's me! It's me, Vache!
Vache? Vache?
I'm here! Where are you, Vinier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey, wait!
Vinier, is that you? It's me, Vache! Vinier!
Vache? Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself. If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks. It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
You... Wait, you are not Vinier. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vinier. I am the sacrifices. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals, but we became one, just as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignier.
Why? But then, where is Vignier?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vignier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignier's, she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
Looks like I didn't meet Vignier back then either. It must have wanted me to lure Marcel here from the beginning.
No! Yeah! She can't hate me. Let me see her. Please! Have mercy!
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Vache.
Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Later, the guards find that the culprit of the serial disappearances of young women's case, Marcel, had drowned in the fountain, is what I'm assuming it said, but it flashed by too fast. Well, he deserved it, though.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Shopping is stressful in its own way, though.
Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Nobody uses umbrellas.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you been busy with since the trial?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the court since then. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
So his name's definitely been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago.
Well, things turned out as well as they could have.
Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too? The
Way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clorand out for a meal.
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clorand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time, so we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clorand wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Can I come too?
We want to go too. We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining non-stop for a few days now. This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be. Isn't that Neuvillette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown, but still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Neuvillette. In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days. That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
Ah, so Navia and Neuvillette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done.
It's like the rain stopped. Guess his conversation with her cheered him up.
Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before. Did Paimon do anything rude there?
Well, you're not usually supposed to fly around someone's grave.
Huh? Oh, Paimon didn't know that was a thing. But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't fly. Oh no. Paimon hopes Miss Navia won't be too mad.
Wow, she took it so seriously. Look at that shit-eating grin.
Anyway, Neuvillette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit? If we can't talk to Lady Farina, we can at least talk to him, right? Paimon's really sorry, Navia, but Paimon did something pretty disrespectful just now.
What are you saying, Paimon? I don't think I get it.
Well, aren't you not supposed to fly around someone's grave?
Huh? Who told you that?
Hey, Traveler! Why did you mess with Paimon again?
Sorry, not sorry. Hmm.
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
Mm-hmm. We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see, I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since you're usually super busy. So we figured we could try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea. But what is it really?
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
Huh. So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
Then why are Fontaines special?
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Huh. So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about? That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good. Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
That's right! It was Linny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon? Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose. If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about? My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
Huh? But you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Huh. So when Linny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information. Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though, with her time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama. While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede. If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about? Your sibling, another blonde-haired traveler. I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches that description. If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure she followed our laws to the letter, and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epiclese. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Nope, I think that's everything.
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette. Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
Yeah, one person for the whole country seems like a lot, but I think we already know that their justice system is a bit whack, right? Like, who knows how many innocent people died in those duels, and
A bit whack is very generous.
yeah, yeah. And plus, they just declare things and then do the trial on the spot. Like, that doesn't give enough time to gather evidence and uncover truths. So, like, how many flawed verdicts did it give, right?
Many.
Yeah. Like,
Alright, you've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
it's been stopped for a while, Paimon. Alright, looks like that's the end. Is there a third part, or am I waiting for the next patch? Oh, no, there is a third part. Probably won't finish it today, but maybe I'll get back to it another time. What is this? Oh, nice. Gotta do Yoimiya's story quest at some point. Kaya's hangout quest. But I think I'll leave that for another day, since I have already gotten quite a lot done.
That's fair.
Well, I'll leave that at that for today then. Thanks for joining me, y'all. I hope you had fun, and we'll be back again next time.